How do you handle objections as a founder? One of the great differentiators that I found on my journeys around the world of meeting some of the most influential people through my podcasts, my companies, or the books that I've written and interviewed people for, is that great leaders seem to know what to do when people don't want to do what they want them to do, pretty much in a way. So they have excellent standard operating procedures for objection handling in a way. And as a leader, your primary idea or your primary duty is to have a vision, inspire other people to either journey there with you together or build the damn thing that is necessary in order to create this new reality. In this sales process or this persuasive process, people often will not see what you see, so they will say no to you. This can be a customer not believing in the solution and they say, maybe I think it's too expensive, or it could be an investor who say, you're not ready yet, I have to talk to my board about this, or it could be a technical lead you want to hire where that person wants to think about it and will say no to you in those situations. One of the simplest tactics that I found, that I also learned from one of my podcast guests, is called the AAA formula. So what you want to do is when somebody says no to you, so you want to agree, you want to acknowledge, you want to agree, and you want to ask. The first thing is you acknowledge their opinion and you don't get mad at what they just say. You say, for instance, if I'm saying this is too expensive, for instance, for them, you say, I agree with you, this is a lot of money. It's important that you make the right choice in regards to your investment. The next thing is agree. You want to isolate the objection that they have, the concern, and ask if you understood it rightly. For instance, you can say, well, if the money wasn't so high, would this be something you would like to have for free? Because sometimes the concern they give you isn't actually correct and they're using a cop-out because they don't believe in themselves or they don't believe in you, this sleazy salesman, or there's something else is going on. You need to isolate this correctly. The third thing you do to handle an objection is to ask a calibrated question at the end. This could be, for instance, well, what would a perfect offer for us look like that would allow us to move forward? And then you're starting the renegotiations again. So it's acknowledge, agree, and re-ask. And if you honor those 3 steps of the AAA formula, you should be able to move past those points within a negotiation or within a recruiting process and get your desired outcome, or at least find out what's really stopping the two of you to move along. Hope this was helpful. I will try to make it a little bit more shorter next time.